Alright guys, we finally did it. With APIs like Skapi and the recent version of ChatGPT, which is GPT-5 for now, you can now build a full-blown full-stack web application just by giving a single prompt. Full stop. So in this video, you'll see ChatGPT-5 is building a social media application from ground up. It will be able to let users to sign up, log in, post some pictures to the server, let the users to comment each other, subscribe to each other, just like any other social media application that we use every day. And if you are going to build such an application, it requires a very complex backend infrastructure. So for the front-end side of things, like UI, UX, the functionality of the client side of things, you could safely let your AI assistant to code the whole thing from the client side. It was never a problem. But when it comes to the backend side of things, that's where your AI assistant hits the limits. Because for backend side of things, you need direct access to set up your infrastructure for your backend. You may need to design your databases, set up your CDN, you need to set up your authentication, and to do that, you need a direct access to your backend. And it's always risky to give your AI model a direct access to your backend, because who would know at some point like your AI model will hallucinate and probably wipe out your database and wipe out all your customers' data. So we don't want that. So the backend side of things was always for the human engineers to do. So in Skapi, we always try to design the backend API service to have zero setup required and does not require any direct access at all. So your AI models could safely write the whole application from the client side. And this was possible because we designed the database to be client-centric security, meaning the uploader of the data, which is the client side, is always the one who's defining who gets to access their data and how their data should be indexed. So yeah, for this video, it's showing that it's not doing a great job on the UI or UX, but that part you could always give more prompts to make it more flashy and prettier. So that would be a problem. But you will see how all these complex backend features ChatGPT-5 was able to build using Skapi. And also note that I've been tinkering around with these AI tools for quite a while now. And I noticed that for AI models, it works best with static HTML ways of building the application instead of using the JavaScript frameworks like React or Vue. Because for the AI models, it's much more difficult for them to actually read the whole context when the file structures, the folder structures is very complex, like in any modern JavaScript frameworks. These frameworks are meant for us human developers to write a complex reactive application in more convenient way. But that's not the case for AI models. AI models have better understanding of the context if it's working on the static HTML. So that's what I have found out. So maybe in the future, if everybody's using the AI models to develop an application, I predict that we will no longer see any more new emerging JavaScript front-end frameworks. And it will always be the best option to use statical HTML and using backend APIs like Skapi on top of them. So that's my take. So what does this mean for future web developers? Are we going to be replaced by AI? Not necessarily. I think we should be more open to new AI technologies and focus more on learning the deeper fundamental of software development, like how does the web browser works, or how does the internet works, how does the HTML and JavaScript works, how does the computer memory works. So these type of fundamentals will be much more valuable to write more better prompts, and also valuable when we need to solve a certain problems while building a complex software. And also, for web developers, it's a good time to start your own business. If you think about it, let's say back in the days, you're a startup, and if you're going to build such a social media application that I'm showing you in this video, you would have needed dozens of skilled web developers, and it would have taken like months or years to actually finish building full functioning full stack web application. But now we can do this just using the right tools and APIs and giving a single prompt. How crazy is that? So I see the future of web development is pretty bright if we just write the right tides and use the right tools to elevate us to the next era of the web technologies. So that's my take. So if you have other opinions or interesting takes, please leave a comment below. And I guess that's it for today. So thank you for watching. I'll see you on the next one. Thanks.